Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Doctor Who. Last time on Doctor Who, we had Nightmare in Silver. So, the Doctor took Clara and, what were their names? The kids' names? Angie and Artie, I believe? Took them to an amusement park in space. Unfortunately, timing was a bit off and they actually found the rundown amusement park. And in the middle of that, they found Cybermen. And new Cybermen, actually, which is pretty interesting. New Cybermen, a bit of a new design. I actually like the new design a lot better. And a lot more deadly. And, So, the Doctor was possessed by a Cyberman, and he was, and he had to beat it in a game of chess to see who would control the Doctor's mind. And what else? Clara was put in charge of the army that was there, the punishment patrol, and yeah, it all worked out. They imploded a planet. It was fun. They found an emperor. It happens. Yeah, I guess that was basically it. Yeah, we are moving on right into the finale, actually. Isn't that crazy? I feel like we've had no build-up to this finale, but here we are. We're at the finale. Also, I just wanted to make a quick note before we get started. Hi, Darby. What you doing? You want to go lie down? No, you're not gonna. All right. Bye, Darby. No, wait. Here he comes again. Did you just come in here to delay my announcement? Is that what this is? Where'd you go? Hey. Where? Hey, come on. Why don't you go lay down? Alright then. Go lay down somewhere. Apparently we're just going to delay this announcement. It's not a major announcement, I guess. But, well, okay, it's about the next mini-sode. There he goes. He'll find a place to sleep out there. Anywho, as I was saying before I was interrupted, yes, so we are getting into the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. Isn't that exciting? And next up, the next thing that we are watching is The Night of the Doctor, the mini-sode. And, yeah, that is actually going to be going up the same day that this is going up. So, if you are watching this right when this is uploaded, then you can just chill out for maybe 2 hours at the most. And then you can watch my reaction to The Night of the Doctor. Similarly, next week, I believe we're also starting with a mini-sode. Yes, before we do the 50th anniversary itself, I will also be reacting to The Last Day. That will go up probably 2 hours before the Day of the Doctor. And that will... and Day of the Doctor will go up at its normal time. So if you just check back at the normal time, it will be there. But 2 hours before that, so I guess at 10 o'clock Central Time, that is when The Last Day will go up. Whatever those are. They're just mini-sodes, but I'm definitely going to watch them, because it's Doctor Who's 50th anniversary. It's here. We're there. It's time. Here we go. But first off, we do have to get to the finale. Also, if you're watching this in a playlist, it doesn't matter, because you can just go right on into the next episode. But for any of you who are watching this right when this is coming out, The Night of the Doctor will be up very shortly, and then The Last Day will go up a few hours before the Day of the Doctor. So yeah, we got a lot of the Doctors to get to, if I'm looking at the schedule correctly. So, yeah, we might as well get into this episode of Doctor Who. Here we go.
What kind of idiot would try and steal a faulty TARDIS?
What? Gallifrey, a very long time ago. Hartnell and Susan!
Doctor.
Whoa, that really does look like him.
What do you want?
Sorry, but you're about to make a very big mistake.
What?
I have to save the doctor.
Save him? Wait!
He was
6!
different. Doctor! I always
4.
chose him. Doctor!
McCoy!
Just to save him.
She's going to the mold. That's Pertwee! Oh, that's from the 5th Doctor, or the 5 Doctors, I think. That was Troughton! Yeah, that's totally from the 5 Doctors!
I'm Clara Oswald. I'm the impossible girl. I was born to save the doctor.
Really? I have so many questions! Now, wait a minute. The 1st Doctor heard her. Hartnell heard her. Oh, boy, oh boy. And that was, I think that was actually William Hartnell, too, because that was also Patrick Troughton running through. Oh, the name of the Doctor.
The Doctor has a secret, you know.
He has many.
Discovered.
Uh-oh. His name.
Conference call.
Tuh.
Oh no, you're gonna try and make a souffle again, aren't you?
My mum's souffle.
Tuh. No, she can make a souffle.
This time I will be souffle girl.
Oh, God.
Mum's souffle.
Assuming this letter will have reached you as planned on April the 10th, 2013.
Oh, that's
Please
nice.
find and like. I have taken the liberty of embedding the same soporific into the fabric of the paper you are now holding.
Oh, crap.
Speak soon.
Oh. Hi there.
So glad.
Not the one with the gigantic head.
It's hair strax.
Wait. Who are...
Hair.
Wait. River!
Madam Vastra.
Professor.
Oh, sweet. Clara hasn't met her yet.
Clara Oswald.
Professor River Song. The doctor might have mentioned me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course he has. Professor Song. Sorry, it's just I never realized you were a woman.
Tuh.
Well, neither did I.
He hasn't mentioned a lot.
The doctor does not discuss his secrets with anyone. my
Yeah.
dear.
Oh, so they don't know
If
what the
you're still
secret
entertaining
is.
The idea that you're an exception to this rule. Ask yourself one question. What is his name?
Yeah.
Trenzalore.
Trenzalore. This is what...
How exactly did he describe what he was giving you?
So that...
The Doctor has a secret, you know. There's one he will take to the
Trenzalore. Fall of the 11th. Right?
Someone's broken in. Someone's with us. I can hear them.
Ah!
I think I've been murdered.
Oh!
What have you done to her?
That's not the silence, is it?
Wake up now!
Unless he goes to Trenzalore.
No, you can't say that. He can't go there. You know he can't.
Wait a minute. Is that the Great Intelligence?
Can never.
Am I getting warm?
Oh, has he been playing a game?
Am I getting warm? Look, I'm pretty sure they wanted to go to the cinema, but I said no, not until you wake up. I was very firm.
At which point they suggested Blind Man's Buff.
Yes.
Yes, they're gone.
At the cinema.
The little Daleks.
Daleks?
And it was Trenzalore. It was definitely Trenzalore.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's time.
Sorry.
Oh, man. This is getting to him.
The Doctor has a secret he will take to the grave. It is discovered. He wasn't talking about my secret.
He went to the grave.
That's not what's grave.
Oh.
Trenzalore is where I'm buried.
The resting place of the Doctor. After he finally dies.
Apparently,
By breaking into my own tomb.
Oh, gosh.
I'm about to cross my own timeline in the biggest way possible. The TARDIS doesn't like it.
Duh. That makes sense. TARDIS is like, what the hell are you doing?
Okay, so that's where I end up.
Huh.
Always thought maybe I'd retire. Take up watercolors or beekeeping or something.
Like you would ever retire.
She's turned off practically everything except the antigravs. Guess what I'm turning off?
Oh. Oh. Have the gravity pull the TARDIS.
It's a hell of a monument.
Huh.
It's the TARDIS.
I can see that.
No.
That is the TARDIS.
Bigger on the inside starts leaking to the outside. It grows.
Huh.
When I say that's the TARDIS, I don't mean it looks like the TARDIS. I mean it actually is the TARDIS. My TARDIS from the future.
That is his dead TARDIS.
It's the conference call. I kept the line open.
Oh, that's
Who are you
nice.
talking to? We need to get...
No one. She hasn't said anything.
River.
River's grave.
Maybe it's a false grave.
Maybe it's a false grave.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's a secret entrance to the tomb.
Maybe it's a secret entrance to the tomb.
Ah, good job.
They'd never bury my wife out here.
Ha, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, wow, that worked.
Electrocardio restart. She'll be fine.
Are you all right, my love? Can you hear?
Okay, well, that's good.
It's a relatively simple. Welcome to the tomb of the Doctor.
Gah. Jeez. Can't believe the great intelligences are big bad.
In return, he saved me to a database in the biggest library in the universe.
Oh.
Me, like a book on a shelf. Didn't
This-
even say goodbye. He doesn't like endings.
So this is her after the library. I never even thought we would have that. Ugh. Oh.
As you can see,
Jeez. So he's just got a ton of bodies.
You're fine.
Have we done this before?
Oh, yeah. Because that episode was erased.
I will not open those doors.
the key is a word lost to time, a secret hidden in the deepest shadow,
His name.
known to you alone.
This is totally
Answer
Yu-Gi-Oh!
to the question.
Stop this. Leave them alone.
Your name, Doctor. Answer me.
Ugh.
Doctor?
So does she remember seeing his name?
Think I got him rattled?
Of course, this is how they would...
The TARDIS can still hear me. Lucky thing, since him indoors is being so useless.
Why did you open the door, sir? I had them on the run.
I didn't do it.
Okay. I was worried I missed it.
No.
River did.
What were you expecting? A body?
Kinda.
Bodies are boring.
That is the scar tissue of my journey through the universe.
Huh.
My path through time and space. From Gallifrey to Trenzalore.
Huh. Yeesh.
The ones that I haven't lived yet.
Oh! It even has his future.
Doctor! Doctor! Doctor!
We're going back to listen to those voices. Yeah. That shouldn't happen.
I can turn every one of your victories into defeats.
Oh, gosh.
Goodbye.
So he's gonna... Oh!
What's happening?
Being
rewritten.
He's being rewritten. Oh, no. Oh, now he's there. At each and every turn.
Simeon, the Dalek Asylum. Androsani.
What did you say?
The Dalek Asylum. She needs to go in there, doesn't she?
It is done.
I have to go in there.
Please. Please.
But this is what I've already done.
Yeah.
You've already seen me do it. I'm the impossible girl. But the Echoes could save the Doctor, right?
But they won't be you.
The souffle isn't the souffle. The souffle is the recipe.
Aw. Souffle girl.
Well, how about that? I'm souffle girl after all.
Oh. It's a superhero name.
Run, you clever boy. And remember me.
Yes. We will. Ah.
Don't steal that one, steal this one. The navigation system's knackered, but you'll have much more fun.
Right from the day he started
Huh.
running.
Really?
Run, you clever boy. And remember me.
This is a different TARDIS.
Use the TARDIS, use something! Save her, yes, but for God's sake, be sensible!
Who?
And I can always see you.
Oh, he always knew.
Didn't you speak to me?
Because I thought it would hurt too much.
Huh.
I believe I could have coped.
No. I thought it would hurt me.
But they don't see anything. He's kissing nothing. To them.
Since nobody else in this room can see you, God knows how that looked.
You're right.
I was mentally linked with Clara. If she's really dead, then how can I still be here?
That's true. She's...
Okay. How?
Spoilers.
Wait, what? Wait, I thought that just meant she's still alive.
Sweetie.
Aww. You going in?
You're inside my time stream. Everything around you is me.
Oh, hi, Hartnell.
This is you, Clara.
The leaf.
Everything you were or will be.
Just for the hell of it.
Huh.
Let me save you.
Yeah.
Trust me, Clara, I'm real. Just one more step.
Oh, yay.
Clara.
Let's go back.
It's gotta be him, right?
It's me.
Yeah.
There's only the name you choose. It's like a promise you make.
Yeah.
He's the one who broke the promise.
Ooh. He's not the doctor.
He is my secret.
Ooh.
What I did without choice.
I
I know.
know that
In
voice.
the name of peace and sanity.
But not in the name of the Doctor.
Turn around. It's John Hurt. Introducing John Hurt as the Doctor. Oh! Oh, it's just over. Oh my gosh. Oh man, oh man. Whew. I didn't expect that. Oh man. We still didn't get his fucking name. We still didn't get his actual name. Okay. Oh. Man, they just straight up said introducing John Hurt as the Doctor. Okay, we will have to talk about that. Oh boy. So, I guess it is technically a two-part finale. You know, last episode I was like, oh, we're just not going to do that, but guess we are. That's leading straight into the 50th, isn't it? Full disclaimer. Full disclaimer. I already knew that John Hurt was going to be in the 50th anniversary as a version of the Doctor. And, full disclaimer, I knew that long before I ever started watching Doctor Who. Let me be honest with you guys about this. So, I want to be completely transparent with you guys. And don't think that that was a fake reaction I had, by the way. That's not. Because that was still incredibly hype that happened. Especially just it straight up saying, introducing John Hurt as the Doctor. Oh, man. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. Okay, by the way, I fucking love this episode. This episode was incredible. But yes, I already knew. I knew before I ever started watching Doctor Who. The shirt, God, this shirt always makes me look like 80 pounds larger than I am. It also doesn't help that you can't see the edge anymore because of these things in the way. I always feel like this shirt, I always feel like I'm like a friggin' mountain. So let me try to contain myself a little bit here. Yes, I will finally tell you. I was going to tell you guys before we got into the 50th. I was going to say, hey, I do know two things about the 50th anniversary, and I will tell you as they come up. Apparently we're starting now. Yes, I did know that John Hurt was going to play a version of the Doctor. I did know that. Yes, I will be honest with you. There's one more thing I know about the 50th anniversary, and we will get to that at the 50th anniversary next week. So, man, that's going to be crazy too, because they said this was in April, right? And then, yeah, the 50th anniversary, they aired, it said, on November 23rd. November 23rd, 2013. 50 years to the day. 50 years to the day. So, but that means that there was a long wait between this episode and the 50th. But I guess that's what the minisodes are for, too. So, yes. Yes, I knew. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I knew, but I did. I knew. Now here's the thing. I don't know anything of what's going to happen in the 50th. I didn't know what the hell was going to happen in this episode, too. I assumed by the title, The Name of the Doctor, we would learn his fucking name, but we didn't. Because they didn't really, Okay, this did not go with what they said. This did not go with what they said about Trenzalore. You know? Like they said, the question would be asked, which happened, yes. The question would be asked, but the question would be asked, and you would be compelled to answer and tell the truth. He was not compelled to answer. I feel like after the whole question part, the rest of that whole prophecy, I guess, about Trenzalore didn't happen. So yeah, okay. We'll just sort of gloss over that because, to be fair, they wrote that a season ago. They wrote that at the end of last season. And they probably... I don't know. It's odd. There was no build-up to this, by the way. There was no build-up to Trenzalore. I thought, that would be the big arc of this season. But it really wasn't. And then the fact that it was the Great Intelligence that did that. That is crazy, too. But, yeah, it's not quite what they were building up, but at the same time, this was really good, you know? I like that, actually. Technically, yes, every version of the Doctor is in this, because you also had Richard E. Grant in this, who was the animated, Scream of the Shalka Doctor. So, I like that. They even, oh, hey, we got him too. I guess all we're missing is Rowan Atkinson. Oh, man. Holy crap, man. That was a crazy episode. And yes, I knew John Hurt was going to be in this. Now, that whole thing he said about, he's the one that broke the promise. He is me, but he is not the Doctor. Ooh, that is, that is terrifying, That is terrifying. So he is me, but he is not the Doctor. That is crazy. That is insane, man. Okay. What a great episode. Seriously. It's just amazing, man. And okay, can I say, I've really enjoyed the last half of this season. And I know, not all the episodes have been, mind-blowing or anything, but they've been pretty solid. They've been pretty solid, I feel like, actually. I don't know. Maybe that's because, you know, I had issues with the first half with the whole Amy, Rory, will they, won't they, that maybe I'm just, you know, happy to have a companion that stays, you know? A companion with a part-time job, basically. Oh. So, oh man, oh man. Oh boy. This is building straight into the 50th. I'm glad we had River there, because we haven't had River. Well, we haven't had River since Manhattan. We haven't had River since Manhattan. And that's interesting that it's not only that this is River Song, but it's River Song after the library. Like, that is crazy. Oh, man. And they even put in Hartnell, too. They finally showed. So, okay. So, the question I've always asked is, did the Doctor abandon his family and then later go back for his granddaughter? No, he left with Susan originally. I like that little detail in there. It's also interesting to, see these... Like, we saw the, security guards on Gallifrey. And it's like, okay, well, these are, modern actors. And then cut to the security camera footage. There's William Hartnell walking around. This crazy old man walking around stealing a TARDIS. And that is what the TARDIS is supposed to look like. These cylinders, basically. A cylinder with a door that accidentally got stuck in as being a police box. Do you think the John Hurt Doctor left it that way too? Maybe. I don't know. Like, I want to know, like, his whole story, basically. I want to know. I want to know everything. Oh man. Fucking John Hurt. It's so crazy too that it's like there's John Hurt and it's like, oh, he's me, but he's not the Doctor. And then he turns around and it's like, and it blows me away that they actually just put on screen introducing John Hurt as the Doctor. It's like they literally spelled it out for you. So holy crap. Man, this has been a long time coming. I've been anticipating the 50th for so long. Even just in our, our Classic Who reactions, I knew that, we were building up to the 50th, and it's been 13 weeks of build-up, Like, how long actually have we been going? More. It's been 14 weeks, because we started off with the Christmas special, The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. No, it's 15 weeks, because we had another Christmas special in the middle. Goodness. So many things, man. I have to wait a week. Before I can watch the 50th, too. I'm so glad I get to watch Night of the Doctor, but, I thought about it, it's like, oh yeah, I have to... I can't just go watch the 50th now. I have to record my other shows. I gotta record Breaking Bad and Sherlock today. Oh, man. This is insane, man. This is insane. Oh, boy. We should get into these notes, man. Even though I knew that John Hurt was going to be in this... First off, I didn't know he was going to be in this episode. But... the fact that it's the fact that it's I knew John Hurt was going to be in the 50th somehow. I didn't expect him to be here, and just him turning around and then putting the titles on there. It's just a roar of hype came from me still. And I expected him. Again, not in this episode, but I still knew he was going to be here. And we will get to we will get to the other thing I know about the 50th anniversary. Again, I have no idea, like, any of the plot of the 50th anniversary, by the way. Like, I don't know any of the plot of the 50th anniversary, so I have no idea what happens. But there's just one other thing I know about, and we will talk about that in the 50th. So, okay. We got to go into these notes, man. We got to go into these notes. Okay. The first thing I wrote down was Clara in the past. So, which honestly, we will talk about more as we, get to that point in the notes. So, this is why they finally explain why she's the impossible girl. Which, I've heard that they originally wanted to keep Clara from the Victorian era, but they decided to, like, I'm pretty sure someone said, like, they decided to have a third Clara in modern day just to, like, bring out more of the mystery of it, which is good. I like that. So yeah, we finally get, honestly, like, the name of the doctor didn't tell us his name, but it did give us the answer of the impossible girl, which, that's great. It's not actually, what we came to find out in this episode, but that's all right. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Speaking of Doctor Who, I had to pull up the clock on my computer because in about 5 minutes, the Doctor's wife is about to go up. That reaction where it's me and Dad watching that episode. So that episode is about to go up, which tells you when I'm recording this, actually. So yeah. So, the name of the Doctor, we still don't know. We still don't know his blasted name. Now, Clara should know. Clara should know now. Because she should know River. And she's been through his time stream. So, she should know his name now. But she didn't say anything. And then, the Doctor should know that River was the one that said his name. Which is interesting, say the name to the door instead. That works out. Because, yeah, it's like, and we're jumping ahead, but that, like, that whole thing of, they're going to kill, stop their hearts, and it's like, if you're going to coerce the Doctor's name out of him, that's how you do it, You got to get to his friends. Although he was holding out for a while. He was really holding out for a while. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he would have, maybe he wouldn't have. I have no idea, but oh man, that's crazy. I wrote down the conference call. I did like that. So, time travel is basically possible in a dream. You can time travel through a dream, and that is what they do. They use this sort of scent, basically, to knock them unconscious and put them in this dream conference call, of which we got Vastra, Jenny, Strax, River Song, and Clara, which is pretty nice. I do like how they used River Song, and again, I like that this is after her death, This is after the library, which is crazy. Oh, my mouth is getting dry. I need to drink water, So I did like that, and I like that, River said that she basically kept the call open to keep the link with Clara. I like that. And it was also interesting, too, because it's like, she is an echo of the real River Song, honestly. She is an echo of the real River Song, honestly. So, okay, so she's an Echo. She's an Echo that kept in contact with Clara, but the Doctor has always known she's been there. Right? Like, she has always been there, she said, and the Doctor just basically ignored her that whole time. Okay, I think I understand that. Yeah, I think I do. Oi. Okay, I wrote down Trenzalore. So Trenzalore is, it's not really the name that was too important, but it was the grave that was the most important. The grave of the Doctor. Which, honestly, the episode should have been called that. They enticed me with his name, but it's like, nope, you're not getting his name. You're getting his grave. Oi. So, that was interesting. Basically, his final resting place. And we don't know how long in his future that is, you know? Because, honestly, the show can just keep going forever, so... Like, that is crazy to just see. It's like, this is his end, you know? And yeah. This is grave, and there was a final battle. The Doctor's final battle at Trenzalore. That's why there were so many tombstones all over. And it was interesting. It's like, oh, the grave of River Song. But it's like, well, wait. Why would there be a grave there? That doesn't make any sense, you know? His final battle at Trenzalore. And we also saw River Song's grave, which didn't make any sense. Why would they have a grave there? She's at the library, you know? So, yeah, it's like, why would she be buried there? She wasn't there, you know? She died at the library. So, that was interesting. I like that was the way that they got in. That was the secret entrance. And then I like I do like, if I might just take a second, I do like that we brought back Team Vastra. I like that they're just kind of becoming a staple now. It's like, all right, here they are. They're just a team now. We've just had them, you know, multiple times throughout this half of a season. That's the other thing too. So, like, we had them at the Snowmen, we had them with the Crimson Horror, and now we have them here. I like it. I hope we can just keep bringing them back, you know? So, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Very interesting that the Great Intelligence is sort of our... not our, like, ultimate bad guy, but it's the one that will try to... You know, I guess it was the one who got really close to completely destroying the Doctor and learning his name at the same time. Although he wasn't really in it for the name. He was just in it for the grave. That's the thing. It's like, you know, this whole thing is like, oh, the name of the Doctor. What's his name? And it's like, that's not what's important here. What's important about this is his grave. You know, like he said, it's the secret that he took to his grave. You gotta go to his grave. And the whole thing is, the Great Intelligence is after his time stream in order to change every victory the Doctor has ever had into a loss. Man, that's crazy. That is crazy. And I do like that they brought back the Great Intelligence, you know? Although I would assume he's gone now. Because basically, like, he went through the Doctor's entire time stream, which... You know, yes, he said it will kill him, but it will destroy the Doctor. And now Clara has gone through and basically redone, you know, fixed everything that the Great Intelligence tried to destroy. Which is crazy, man. That is just so crazy. And I do like seeing all the Doctors back, you know? And just having watched the 5 Doctors, actually recognizing some of that footage, too, like... You know, with Patrick Troughton, you know, running around in that giant fur coat. It's like, okay, that was... Like, they specifically, like, took the footage of him and put him somewhere else from that. Or, I'm pretty sure that the one... the one shot of Pertwee, he's driving along, and he's kind of looking behind him. I'm pretty sure that's also from the Five Doctors. So that was pretty cool to see too. So yeah. So the fact that this is all the great intelligence, like, that is crazy too. I really do like that. And yeah, so we had the door that could only be opened by a name. This is so Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. This is so Yu-Gi-Oh! Except in Yu-Gi-Oh, they said the Pharaoh's name. They actually said the Pharaoh's name. They didn't say the Doctor's name here. Well, River did, but nobody heard it except the Doctor, presumably, and also Clara, presumably. This is so Yu-Gi-Oh! It's insane. I love it, though. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Did it first, by the way. Don't even, I'm pretty sure Doctor Who, for its Series 7 finale, to lead into the 50th anniversary, it ripped off Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, that is... obviously, I'm being stupid. I'm joking around, but seriously, this is so Yu-Gi-Oh! It's crazy. But in Yu-Gi-Oh! The Pharaoh said his name, We still don't have his name. Even there at the end where it's like, oh, that's me, but he is not the Doctor, He's not the Doctor. And then the titles kind of contradict what he says, because it just says, introducing John Hurt as the Doctor. It's like, the fuck? We just said he's not the Doctor, though. There's a plane going overhead, and it's kind of noisy. And you probably can't hear it. It's probably not catching on the microphone. So I look like a crazy man. It happens. I do like that, by the way, the Doctor's tomb is the TARDIS. I do kind of like that. And it did sort of revert down to its... it did sort of revert back to its normal... its generic cylinder appearance, which was interesting. Which is cool. I don't think we've ever really seen a TARDIS just as the cylinder, We never really see that. I guess the only time we really see... obviously we have our TARDIS that we always see, but I don't know. I don't think we ever see another TARDIS, other than in Terror of the Autons, you do see the Master's TARDIS, but it blends into the circus basically just as a vehicle. So that was cool. And then inside the Tomb of the Doctor, which also would have been a good title, the Grave of the Doctor, the Tomb of the Doctor, something, something. Also with that, we had the time stream. So his body is not there. I was expecting we would just see a body, but you can't account for that, You can't account for that because whatever body you put there, you will never get to that body in the show, Oh, man. So instead of a body, because, he said, it's like, I've had a lot of bodies. That's boring. It'd be boring just to have a body here. It has his entire time stream there. So, man, oh man. So, the Great Intelligence's plan was to go in and just rewrite the Doctor's entire timeline, basically, from the beginning. And it would destroy him, and it would destroy the universe. Yeesh, that is crazy, man. That is crazy. And so that is why, he was corrupting the Doctor's time stream, which was interesting. And the only way to fix it was with our impossible girl, Souffle Girl. That is totally her superhero name, by the way, is Souffle Girl. And I love what she said, a souffle is not a souffle. It's the ingredients, or the recipe. It's the recipe, not the ingredients. Yeah, it's the recipe. So it's like, oh, well, yeah, it's these are all copies of Clara. They're still her, though, I love that. I love that our impossible girl, our adorable impossible girl, went in and saved the day. And I love, too, seeing that, seeing her when she first... Because it's like, okay, So the Doctor doesn't often notice her. It's only recently that he's ever noticed her in time, you know? But, so there are 4 times basically that the Doctor has really interacted with her. There was the Asylum of the Daleks, which I like that that's all brought back from that first episode. So there was the Asylum of the Daleks with Oswin. There was the Snowmen in London, and then he finally took on, when he started to realize the pattern, he took on Clara as a companion now in the modern day in 2013. But the very first time, technically, the only other time he's really noticed her was at the very beginning, when she went to him, but just as he was about to steal a TARDIS. And she actually says, like, oh, the navigation's all wrong on that TARDIS. You should steal this one. It's better. Now, that being said, I suppose that does sort of conflict with the Doctor's wife, apparently. Like, a little bit. Which, whatever, slight continuity error. It doesn't ruin the whole show, but they did say, that the Doctor wanted to steal a TARDIS, and the TARDIS wanted to steal a Time Lord. So that's why, of all of those TARDISes, that was the only one that was unlocked. But here, they were starting to go into a TARDIS. They opened the door and started to go into a TARDIS when Clara said, no, don't go in that one, you need to go in this one. Of course, I suppose that does bring up the question. Well, no, okay, because you would think that would bring up the question, okay, well, in the unaltered timeline, how did the Doctor go to this TARDIS then? But that's never been the case, because she has always been throughout his timeline. Because she said, I need to do this, it's already happened, Because she has popped up 3 different times, because she has popped up in the asylum and in London, that is why the Doctor found her, because she has already done this. She is always there. Clara was always there. Oh my gosh, what if they released... slight side note. What if they released a special edition of every episode of Doctor Who, and they put in an Easter egg of Clara? That would be hilarious. If they actually did that. You can't do that for every episode. That would take forever, but that would be crazy. So yeah. So she went in. She's always been there, and she helped him, basically. She directed him towards the TARDIS. So, man. Again, how does that quite line up with what they said in The Doctor's Wife? We'll just kind of ignore that. It's whatever, slight continuity error, but that's okay. And then the Doctor goes into his own time stream, very ballsy move, to get her, to go save her. I'm glad we got to go save her, and we get to keep her around for a while. That's good. I hope, by the way, that whenever it is time for Clara to depart the show, God, I hope it's not another fucking tragic ending. I really hope that doesn't happen, and we'll have to see when we get there, but God, I hope that doesn't happen. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of all our fucking companions dying. The only one that hasn't died or lost her memory was Martha. And yes, technically Rose, but remember when she originally left in Series 2, she was marooned. Still kind of a tragic ending, And then, so I was like, oh, they're all me. And it's like, oh, who's that guy? And it's like, that guy is also me, but he's not the Doctor. It's like, oh, gosh. He's like, oh, the Doctor, that's the name he chooses. That's the promise he makes, is to be the Doctor. And that one is the one that broke the promise. John Hurt. And okay, you know what? Hold up. I gotta watch that moment again. Oh, we also need to watch with the subtitles that one moment. Hold up.
What I did.
He is the secret.
Without choice.
Ugh.
I know.
Merlin.
In the name of peace and sanity.
Ugh.
Not in the name of the Doctor.
Huh. Yeah. So the whole point of this episode, we don't know the name. Introducing John Hurt as the Doctor. To be continued, November 23rd. Oh, God, that is incredible. Okay, now what was that one moment? I think I'm going to need to probably go to Netflix to find that. Because, like I said, I watched this on... on the BBC's website, but the BBC, their subtitles are kind of off sometimes, like they just don't work. So I'm going to pop over to Netflix and watch it on their subtitles. Or what even was that moment? I forgot. There was a moment. Oh yeah. I like when it's like, oh, the kids wanted to go to the movie theater and the doctor wouldn't let them. So they blindfolded him and left anyway. I thought that was clever. Okay, what is the moment where you hear a lot of things? I don't remember. Where is it? I don't remember. There was a moment where you could hear, like, many of the doctors trying to find it again. Is he here?
What were you expecting? A body? Body's boring.
Huh.
Loads of them.
Yeah.
That's not what my tomb is for.
But what is the light? It's beautiful.
Shall I destroy it?
Shut up, Strax.
Strax.
Tracks of my tears.
Huh.
Poetry Doctor. Just tell them.
Less poetry, Doctor.
Travel is damage. It's like a tear in the fabric of reality. That is the scar tissue of my journey through the universe. My path through time and space. From Gallifrey to Trenzalore.
Oh, there's an E on Trenzalore. Ooh, first, second, 9th. Damn it!
Personal time tunnel. All the days, even the ones that I haven't lived.
Yeah, okay. That's about as much as they'll show us. I hate it when it says, like, oh, doctor's audio overlapping. It's like, fucking tell me! Oh, man. So that was crazy. And yeah, John Hurt as the Doctor. I did not expect it in this episode. Like, I knew he was going to be in the 50th. I didn't know he was going to be here, though. So that is crazy. Oh, boy. So, that means we're moving on. It's the 50th. Here we go. We're doing it, man. We're doing it. This is it. We're not even in the... I can't like, for some reason I wanted to say we're in the end game now, but we're kind of not. Because at the same time, it's like, okay, yes, this is the 50th. But at the same time, I know Doctor Who keeps going. I know next up is Capaldi, so... Man, oh man. I guess that's kind of it. A fantastic episode, I have to say. A really, really great episode. And yeah, I like that moment at the end. You know, he does it all in the name of peace and justice and all that. And then he says, but you didn't do it in the name of the Doctor. It's like, ooh. It's like, oh, that one's different. That one is different. It will be crazy to see what that one's all about. Ooh. But yes, Next up is The Night of the Doctor. If you are watching this right at the second that this comes out, then just wait a little bit. That will come on out. And if you're watching this after the Night of the Doctor has already come out, then you can just move right along, can't you? Isn't that great? So, oh crap, I think I'm gonna have to stop for lunch first though, because I'm starving. It is noon. Oh, but yeah. Next up is The Night of the Doctor. After that, we will be moving on to The Last Day, and then it's time for the big guy. The big guy. Meanwhile, Dad and I are also reacting to other stuff to prepare for the 50th anniversary. This next week, we will also be watching Dimensions in Time, which is the 30th anniversary of Doctor Who. We will also be watching The Curse of Fatal Death. At some point, I guess we'll watch the trailer. Either we'll watch it or I'll watch it. Maybe we'll watch it. It could work. And then the next week after that, we will be rewatching The Night of the Doctor with Dad, and then we will be rewatching the 50th anniversary with Dad. So yeah, stick around, guys. Doctor Who is about to go nuts, and this is just our little taste of it. You get right on the tip. They gave you a little taste. Like here's a little bit of John Hurt. We'll give you the rest in the next few 8 things that I have to watch now. But I'm excited. I'm really excited. Stick around, guys. This is going to be one hell of a ride. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time on The Night of the Doctor. See you guys then. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Doctor Who reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.